Hello, Broncos fans. This is an incredible time to be part of Broncos Country. After nearly a decade without playoff football, the Denver Broncos are on the verge of something truly remarkable. With head coach Sean Payton at the helm, the team has undergone a dramatic transformation, defying expectations and proving they have the heart and determination to compete with the best. As we approach a crucial matchup against the Cincinnati Bengals, there are many key updates and storylines every Broncos fan needs to know. This game could define not just this season, but also the team's long-term trajectory. Let's dive into everything that makes this moment so special for Denver. First and foremost, this Broncos team has proven time and time again that they are not defined by their losses. Resilience has been the defining trait of this squad. Every time they've been knocked down, they've come back stronger. Whether it was bouncing back from early losing streaks or piecing together impressive winning runs, this team refuses to quit. Quarterback Bo Nix embodies that fighting spirit. Nix has never lost 3 consecutive games since his high school days, and his ability to respond when the stakes are highest has been a critical part of Denver's success this season. With so much on the line against the Bengals, it's hard to imagine Nix breaking his streak now. A key storyline heading into this game is the return of cornerback Riley Moss, who has been a standout on defense this season. Sean Payton recently shared that Moss could have returned earlier, but was held out to ensure he was fully recovered and ready to make an impact. With Moss back in the lineup, defensive coordinator Vance Joseph gains a versatile weapon, allowing him to implement more aggressive and dynamic defensive schemes. This is especially crucial as the Broncos prepare to face the Bengals' high-powered offense led by MVP-caliber quarterback Joe Burrow. Moss's return adds a layer of confidence to a defense that has already been one of the league's most consistent units, particularly against the run. Speaking of defense, the Broncos have built their identity around stopping some of the best running backs in the league. From limiting Derrick Henry to just 22 yards in the first half of their game against the Titans to neutralizing players like Jonathan Taylor and Bucky Irving, Denver's defense has shown it can handle elite talent. This game against Cincinnati will be another opportunity for them to showcase their dominance. If the Broncos can shut down the Bengals' ground attack and force Joe Burrow to play one-dimensional football, it could tilt the game in Denver's favor. Weather conditions could also play a significant role in this matchup. The forecast predicts cold and potentially harsh weather, which could impact both teams' strategies. Sean Payton has made it clear that running the ball will be a priority, especially in such conditions. Expect to see Otter Esteem take on an increased workload, and with the way the Broncos' ground game has performed in critical moments, this could be a decisive factor. In bad weather, toughness in the trenches often determines the outcome, and Denver's offensive line and running backs have shown they can rise to the occasion. Beyond the X's and O's, the culture Sean Payton has cultivated within this team cannot be overstated. Payton has managed to strike the perfect balance between being a player's coach and maintaining a strong, authoritative leadership style. The atmosphere around the team has been described as collegiate, with players bonding in ways that go beyond football. From team-wide outings like paintball sessions during road trips to Christmas celebrations that include players' families, the Broncos have created a culture of unity and purpose. This camaraderie is translating to results on the field, as players are willing to go the extra mile for each other and for their coach. Another key factor in Denver's success has been Sean Payton's ability to make mid-season adjustments. Early in the season, the Broncos faced significant struggles, with an offense that couldn't find its rhythm and a defense that had glaring gaps. Payton and his coaching staff addressed these issues head-on, tweaking the offensive scheme, optimizing player rotations, and instilling a sense of accountability throughout the roster. The result has been a cohesive, resilient team that feels like a playoff contender. Payton has also shown creativity in his play calling, and in a game as critical as this one, fans can expect some innovative strategies to keep the Bengals on their heels. The Broncos front office deserves credit as well. General Manager George Payton and advisor David Shaw have assembled a roster that has defied expectations despite challenges like salary cap constraints and limited draft capital. The emergence of young players like Riley Moss, Brandon Jones, and Drew Sanders has been particularly impressive. These players are stepping up in big moments, showing that the team has depth and a strong foundation for sustained success. Brandon Jones, for example, has drawn comparisons to Broncos legend Steve Atwater, which is a testament to the team's scouting and development efforts. As we look ahead to this matchup with the Bengals, it's clear that this game is about more than just strategy or talent. It's about heart. The Bengals, led by Joe Burrow, are no pushovers. Their explosive offense and disciplined defense make them a formidable opponent. However, if there's one thing we've learned about this Broncos team, it's that they thrive as underdogs. The greater the odds, the more determined they become to prove everyone wrong. This game represents everything Broncos football is about: grit, determination, and a never-say-die attitude. Broncos Country, this is your moment. This matchup against the Bengals has the potential to define the season and solidify Denver's return to playoff football. With the return of Riley Moss, the defensive dominance against the run, Sean Payton's leadership, and the team's unshakable resilience, all the pieces seem to be falling into place. Now, it's up to the players to execute and deliver. As we inch closer to kickoff, let's not forget how far this team has come. The Broncos were projected by most analysts to win no more than 5 games this season, and yet here they are, firmly in the playoff conversation. This isn't just about making the playoffs. It's about rewriting the narrative surrounding the Denver Broncos. The progress this team has made is a testament to the hard work of the players, coaches, and front office, as well as the unwavering support of the fans. So Broncos fans, we want to hear from you. What are your predictions for this critical game against the Bengals? Which players do you expect to step up in the big moments? Do you believe this team has what it takes to make the playoffs? Share your thoughts and excitement in the comments below. This is your team, your moment, and your chance to be part of the conversation as the Broncos look to make history. Let's ride this wave together, Broncos Country, because it's playoff time or bust.